Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. I've been covering the Oklahoma State University homecoming parade crash incident very thoroughly. It has come to my attention that on the same day as this tragedy, the same thing happened at Delaware State's homecoming in the Northeast on the exact same day, October 24th. They're just now giving us this story in the mainstream media today. It's no wonder they didn't put it out Saturday along with the Oklahoma State incident. That would have seemed a very bit curious having two of the same thing happen at two different homecoming games. And ask yourself, when was the last time you heard a story like this? A car deliberately crashing into a homecoming parade? Well, True Seeker, before I get into decoding this, I want to let you know I've now seen the video footage of the wreck in Oklahoma. Part of the reason people are so mad at me is because this really did happen. The video is out there. A car goes flying into a group of people. People get ran over. It looks very bad. So this really did happen. I'm no longer saying this is a hoax. I'm saying this is a false flag. And since the first video where everyone's been attacking me, I did acknowledge that it might have been a real incident, and if it was waged by the numbers. So for all the people attacking me and who are continuing to watch the videos just to troll them, you guys, I'm not your enemy. I am exposing truth. I am exposing what is going on in this world. We are governed by a very sick gang known as Freemasons, known as Zionists. They feed off tragedy. They provoke us with tragedy. They use tragedy to tear us down. That said, let's get into what's curious about the Delaware tragedy. There's a lot of similar numbers here from the Oklahoma State incident. Again, Delaware is only one of three states with a 33 gematria. They are Delaware, Massachusetts, and Hawaii. That is the first state, the sixth state, and the 50th and final state. What else is interesting about Delaware is it being the first state, it was also established on a date with 33 numerology. Of the first 13 colonies, only 3 are established on dates with 33 numerology. Delaware, New Hampshire, Rhode Island. That's the 1st, 9th, and 13th. It follows the same pattern as the 50 states, having only 3 33 names. These are the fingerprints of the Freemasons. It shows who has always been ruling over this nation. Our entire history is by the numbers. These recent tragedies by the numbers. These are all signs of the Freemason Zionist control we live under. This accident happened in Dover, Delaware. Dover and Delaware, 28 and 33, very special numbers, numbers that connect to God. Notice the D initials too. D's the fourth letter, 44, a lot like 44, the kill number. By the end of the Oklahoma thing, they said 4 people were dead, 44 injured. Notice here the gematria of God. In Jewish gematria, God sums to 61. Both the numbers 33 and 28 are also connected to God. Notice how God sums to 156 in English gematria. When you write out 28, it sums to 156. When you write out 33, it sums to 156. The Masons code all of these rituals with the numbers connected to God through gematria because they are occult rituals, they are tributes. Just remember that the Freemasons, though, they worship Satan, not the God you worship. So, from the reporting, let's just read it. In Delaware Saturday, as in Oklahoma, a suspected drunken driver plowed into a crowd gathered for homecoming, plunging the campus into shock. I want to point out that in Oklahoma, they're making it confusing. Some headlines say she was drunk, others say she wasn't. Very unclear. In Dover, 7 people were injured Saturday night at Delaware State University, city police said Sunday. 1 woman was critically injured. Visitors were directed to leave the campus and remaining homecoming activities were canceled, Master Corporal Mark Hoffman said. In Oklahoma, the toll was worse. A woman later charged with driving under the influence drove into the crowd at Oklahoma State's homecoming parade, killing 4 people, including a 2-year-old boy, and injuring 44, the Associated Press reported. And here, even in this article that's out today, this is from today, October 26th, again, they're saying she was drunk, so very conflicting information about what happened in Oklahoma. Delaware State University has some interesting gematria. Notice it sums to 116 like 911 upside down. The name of the police officer reporting as written Master Corporal Mark Hoffman. That coding has 96 gematria, like the words Freemason, Satanism, and knowledge. Masons pride themselves on being the keepers of knowledge. Hoffman has that 36 gematria. When you sum 1 through 36, it totals 666. Stillwater, the very Masonic town, which we covered well, is on the 36th parallel. Okay, moving on. Witnesses who saw the aftermath at Delaware State said hundreds of students and alumni ran when the car plowed into the ACT fraternity picnic area. Police identified the driver as Gregory Lagun, 28, of Mitchellville, Maryland. Lagun's blood alcohol tested at 0.11%. I wonder if they just want to stick a 0.11 in there. More than a third higher than Delaware's legal limit of 0.08%. What's a third, truth seeker? 33%? After the crash, according to court documents, police filed to support the charges against him. His preliminary hearing is set for 8:30 a.m. November 6th, 116, just like the coding of Delaware State University. Numbers that they love to code into all of their incidents. The official Delaware State University football website listed Greg Lagun of Mitchellville, Maryland, born July 2nd, 1987, the same date given in court papers as a redshirt freshman in 2005. The 5'9", you have to ask yourself, why are they giving us this information? 175-pound defensive back played in 6 games in 2006. His team biography noted he did not play his sophomore or junior years. He was freed on bail after being charged in the crash of his runaway Mercedes-Benz, Hoffman said. Sounds like a wealthy kid. Nice car, gets freed on bail. I guarantee you that was an expensive bail. The incident was reported at 7:28 p.m., he said. So he's 28 years old. It's reported at 7:28 p.m. Dover has gematria of 28. A lot of 28 in here. His name in gematria... Lagun has this gematria of 57, which is interesting because Homecoming has gematria of 57. Show you this real quick. Homecoming, 57. His name in simple English gematria, 57. Call it a coincidence. This town he's from, Mitchellville, Maryland, has interesting gematria. Mitchellville sums to 61 like Dover, Delaware. Maryland has gematria of 34 the small way like murder. Mitchellville, Maryland sums to 95, the reflection of 59. 59 is a kill number associated with 44. Those initials of the town, MM, break down to 1313, which in numerology break down to 44, just like DD for Dover, Delaware. Mitchellville has simple English gematria of 142, like the word terrorist. Maryland has simple English gematria of 88, which reminds of the woman who crashed in Oklahoma, Adacia Chambers. Her name gematria sums to 88, a very suspicious name. I've never met anyone named Adacia in my life. Adacia Chambers, the small way. Chambers is a name with 33 and 42 gematria. Again, the 33, 42 connected to Freemason. Adacia Chambers equals 61, like Dover, Delaware, where the other accident happened on the same day. As for his birthday they gave us, it has interesting numerology. Numerology of 115, like killing, like Freemasons. Also, a date with 34 numerology, like murder, like Maryland. With this method, it sums to 96, like Freemason, like Satanism, like knowledge, like the police officer's name in the beginning. They said he was 5'9", again, true seeker. See how these numbers sync up with kill? This is a story of killing, hurting people. I guess in this case, though, in Dover, Delaware, no one was killed. They said 4 people died in Oklahoma, only 7 people injured, no one dead. Here's some more reporting. His most seriously injured victim was 20-year-old woman from Wilmington who suffered a broken back, broken ribs, and internal injuries when the car pinned her against a tree, he said. Lagun was trying to park the Mercedes but left the car in reverse gear when he got out and it started moving, Hoffman said. When Lagun got back into the driver's seat to stop the vehicle, Hoffman said, he pushed the gas pedal instead of the brakes. That caused the car, with Lagun inside and the driver's side door still open, to accelerate, jump a curb, and cross a grassy area full of people, Hoffman said. The open door pinned the woman against the tree, then the door broke off against her as the car continued to move, Hoffman said. The car did not stop until it hit another tree, he said. At that point, he said, several bystanders pulled the gun from the car. Responding, police found his car 55 feet from its driver's door, left where it broke after pinning the woman from Wilmington, police said in court documents. She was flown to Christiana Hospital. Hoffman said she was in critical condition, he said. Look at this. 55 feet away, Wilmington, where this woman's supposedly from, has a gematria of 55. And with regards to homecoming, notice the gematria of homecoming. It has a connection to Satan. And in the Oklahoma City incident, we talked about all the connections to the synagogue of Satan. It is the false Jews, the Zionist Jews, the Masonic Jews who control the media and largely control these false flags, hoaxes. Just notice that the word Satan has gematria 55 as well. Possible coincidence, possible connections. I suspect the latter. With regards to homecoming's simple English gematria of 102, remember this number is often found in tragedy. The September 11th attacks lasted exactly 102 minutes, and they were blamed on Al-Qaeda, which has gematria of 102. Now each year at the September 11th memorial, they do a 102-minute tribute on every 9/11 by opening the sky domes at the memorial. Numbers of suspicion, truth seeker. I just wanted to get this out there, show that this story is also from the same day as the Oklahoma story. If this one is real as well, these are no doubt purposeful false flags by the numbers, all sick, disgusting tributes. The numbers don't lie, truth seeker. Until next time.